Peace and Black Power, family. Told you I was coming back. Y'all didn't think I was coming back, huh? I'm back. And I did find a great video. It's upbeat. It's not upbeat, but it's really interesting. It's about sound. I did a video a while ago because I've always been studying the metaphysical and also studying physics and quantum physics. So not just like pseudoscience, conventional science. So let's talk about sound before I go into the video that I did. Everything is sound. Everything is on a frequency. Everything is on a vibration. There's something called the Schumann resonance. And the Schumann resonance is actually a vibration, an actual vibration on a frequency of 7.83. I think that is, I'm going to see if it's megahertz, or I think it's megahertz. So we vibrate on the same. What happened to my video, y'all? What the heck? YouTube took my video down. Oh, no, they didn't. Did they? No, they didn't. Okay. Peace Foggy 66. Letitia, hi, honey. So 7.83 Schumann resonance, we are vibrating on the same frequency as the earth. Same frequency. So everything is sound. Excuse me. In the beginning, there was darkness. Now the darkness is what I say. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. This realm, before it was put into order, before it was created, there was a presence of what I would call a feminine energy, but that feminine energy was not, it was chaotic. Controlled chaos, nonetheless, but chaotic. The vibration of that energy that's making this realm special, it's still the same vibration, but rewind. It is like as if you have a violin in an entire symphony. There's just that one violin, and then you add the flute and the oboe, and you add the, you have the strings, the horns, the timbrels, everything, okay? So in this realm, there was this vibration, which was called darkness. And darkness is sound. Everything is sound. Everything is sound. When we think of the presence of light, and science is catching up with this, when we think of the presence of light, we think light, dark. We don't think light, sound. We don't think darkness, sound. We don't even think silence, sound. Because silence to us, to our ear, doesn't mean there's no sound present. Check. Sound is always present. Sound is what makes, it is what makes creation manifest. Sound is what, thank you, Max. That's my brother. Max Bird, you are good, brother. Everybody's awesome. Y'all know Max is the GOAT, though. But I digress. So let's look at my video. So what I'm trying to say is everything is sound. Absolutely everything. Excuse me. Now, I knew this, and y'all probably know this. Some of you probably sit around and say, how can sound be light? Light is a vibration. Light is a vibration. Light is energy. The vibration of it. Let me talk to you before I get to my video. I want to also say, let's talk about the states of matter. Different states of matter. Why are there 3 states of matter? Because of the way things move. Light is a medium for sound to move. Light is a medium for sound to move. Sound is movement. So I don't know if you're agreeing with me, but I'll still put you on the summer jam. We have 3 states of matter: liquid, solid, and gas, right? What determines those states of matter, y'all? Now this is basic physics. Basic. There you go. Fire. Right there. Exactly. In the beginning was the word. Boom. That's, if I had the glass to break, I would break it. Okay. So peace, Mrs. Graham, and pretty crystal clear. I like your name. Let me get back. And thank you, Warren Unk. Okay, so we have 3 states of matter, right? Now, how do we determine that those are different states? The movement of the molecules. And what is movement? Vibration. When the molecules when matter is in a state of, let's use water. I love water. Who doesn't? We are water. And this is also very spiritual. Water is a part of that darkness in the beginning, but it wasn't exactly only that darkness. H, hydrogen, 2 parts hydrogen, right? And 1 part oxygen. It's dihydrogen oxide, right? Anyway, what I'm saying is that's water, right? Dihydrogen oxide. If somebody says, would you like to drink some dihydrogen oxide? You'd be like, wait, oh, this is isn't that what it's called? I forgot. I haven't, well, whatever. You get it. 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. So, I digress. We take water in its liquid state. This is a liquid state of water, right? So, the molecules in this liquid state are moving. They're more active. So they're not locking together as if when they're in solid, they're, moving up and down against each other. They're not locked. That would be a solid. Okay. In solid, which when water is ice, that would make it a solid. The molecules slow down. They slow down. They're very quiet. There's a lot of slowed down molecules out there where you are, Mrs. Graham. It's cold, right? It's brick. So, and everybody out there who's in the cold. So you get what I'm saying? This is real science. I know you guys think, Nepal, what are you talking about? But so when the molecules start slowing down, there's a movement. As a solid, they're just locked. But even as a solid, I'm giving you some basic chemistry, basic physics, but even as a solid, those molecules are still vibrating. They still are sending off a frequency because that's how they exist. That's how they exist. Wow, this gets me really hot. This gets me amped up because it's amazing. It's amazing. What about when it's gas? When you're steaming, you're boiling something, or you're making tea, and you see all that steam coming off, or you're in this nice warm steam room, clearing out your nasal passages and getting your pores open, getting those toxins out. What about that steam? Peace, Pharaoh Mantu. Well, that's gas. That's water in the form of gas. And guess what's happening with those molecules when they're in the gaseous state? Those water molecules are like, you ever heard the flight of the bumblebee? It's a, it's an, it's a piece of classical music. I couldn't think. It's a classical piece. So this is what they're doing. Oh, that's what's happening when they're in the gas state, when they're heated. So what I was trying to say is everything is always moving. Movement, yes. Even when you're still moving. Even when you're still moving. Check. Which is thought, but where does it come from? Thought is also sound. Everything is sound. Everything is sound. You might say, well, how could that be? Thought is what, Napah? Thought is sound. Thought is sound. Yes, thought is sound. There's an energy that you emit from your brain. Is there not electricity? Yes, when you exist, you move, sis. That's right. But let me get deep on your statement right here, pretty crystal clear. You exist and move even when you're still. You're moving because you're vibrating at a frequency, sound. The earth is vibrating at the same frequency that we vibrate on, 7.83. Everybody, remember that. Schumann resonance. Schumann resonance. It's awesome. Yes, subatomic sound. So, because everything is sound, that means that we can understand, because everything is sound, that means we understand how to connect with each other. That's what I'm trying to say. So if everything's sound, let me say this. We think, oh, you mean those chords in your your throat, the larynx and your pharynx that makes your vocal cords come together. And no, not just this. Yes, 420. I thought it was megahertz, but yeah, pretty crystal clear. I think that is like a frequency that you can listen to get balanced. I'm not sure because there's so many different sounds or frequencies that you can be at to try to heal. And I haven't really gotten into, unfortunately, ironically, I'm talking about it, but I really do need to get into a lot more of the audio healing. I started to do it. I even started a channel called Napah the R.I.S.E. And R.I.S.E, A-U-R-I-S-T, is someone who heals through sound. But what I was going to say is, when we know everything is sound, we know we can connect with people anywhere they are, and not just people, objects. When you're doing a type of now this is for those who who understand the metaphysical, that everything is connected. Because let me ask you something. Yes, A119, excuse me. If one thing is vibrating, isn't everything else vibrating? Yeah, right? There's nothing that you can say, like if you have a table and you have a boombox on that table, like dong dong, tak, 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 dong dong, it's like you can feel. That's why the deaf can touch things. They can touch something and they can hear it. Check. The deaf can hear through their hands. So if something is vibrating, can you put your coffee cup on there and you won't feel the vibration in your coffee cup? No, you'll see the coffee or whatever tea in the cup moving, because the vibration isn't only isolated to one area. It moves through the whole area, everything. Even if you don't touch it, you can feel the vibration. Now I'm just talking about audible sound. How much more powerful is inaudible sound? Ask your dog. Okay, because dog was, they can hear, like their ears are far more equipped to hear sounds that we can't hear. Because sound is everything. Light is sound. Now let me get to my video. If you guys can't hear it, let me know. Let me know, and I will. That's how you say manipulate. No, things don't vibrate. Sis, what are you saying? Oh, I love you guys. I don't even be knowing what y'all are saying. I think, like, you know what I mean? Like, are you agreeing? Not agreeing? That's why I would have to really watch the chat with everything I say. All right, let me get to the video. Some of it is like, don't, pick out the meat, throw away the bones. But let me get to this. Okay. Now you guys are going to let me know if you can see it. Share screen. All right. Can you see it? Let me go see. Let me go play. Okay, let me see if you guys can see it. Can you hear it and see it? Let me know. You guys, I rely on you. Peace and love. How can you see it? Some non-things may have no. Okay, sis. They do have vibration. You'll see. I want you to look into it a little more, my love. And then see if I know. You can hear it and see it. Okay, got it. Thank you. Pretty crystal clear. Okay, let's see here. So where was I? Here it is. Okay, so it says everything in existence came from frequency. I made this like 4 or 5, 6 years ago. I can't remember. Everything in existence came from frequency. And then, of course, my belief, I believe in Yahweh, and I believe in the Almighty. So I said frequency, it should say through the spirit of Yahweh and Yahushai. In the beginning was the word. A119 said that. In the beginning was the word. Word is a vibration, a frequency that brought everything into existence. But it's a different topic. But there was something existing here. There was something already vibrating here. So this is about the spirit put it in order, and what the order that we function in it now. And it is out of order, but there was already matter here, in a sense. I don't like to say matter. So there was already physical. I like to say physical. And even I can't say physics, because physics is order and math. So there was an existence here, a vibration here, a vibration of darkness and chaos. Remember, I'm saying that. And what it is the balance. What people say, oh, evil, good, dark, light. That's the duality. That's the other half of the duality. But anyway, so the word came and put it in order. So let's hear this. Let's see this. Okay, so it says everything carnal and everything spiritual is affected by different frequencies of sound. Carnal just means material. Okay, you guys? Carnal means material. It means matter. So it says everything material and everything spiritual, which is ethereal, because there are 5 elements. It's fire, earth, water, air, and ether. Ether is the spiritual. So everything material and everything spiritual is affected by different frequencies of sound. Sound is vibration of energy. Yes, sound is vibration of energy, but sound is also magnetism of energy. I didn't put that on there. And sound is also radiation of energy. They're all energies. That's my point. So sound is, I don't know if you could say it's converted to different energies. I guess you could say that. Like sound can be radiation, magnetism, and electric. That can all be sound. Because light is electric in a sense. I mean, I'm going to kind of off, but anyway, let me see what y'all have to say in the chat before I start it over. Started to back up. Anybody? That's very good. The Spirit of God vibrates all atoms. Yes. Sounds you expressed in differences. Okay. Sound is expressed in differences. Yes. Okay, so let's get back. So you guys hear it? Yeah, I know. I get it. Sorry. Okay, let's go back to this. Let's see. So you guys can hear it. Great. The sacredness and power of sound. Words are vibrations. Words have energy. Yep. That's right. Oh, right. Let me get on that. Okay, so let me say this. That brother's absolutely right. You know, when I was following, well, I still am a Hebrew Israelite. All praises to Almighty power. I call the all. Hear me now. Hear me out. I call the Almighty power. There is no name, but in this realm, oh my gosh, I feel good right now. I'm feeling the energy. In this realm where I vibrate, in my existence, with all of my makeup and all of my past lives, even that come back and represent me, I call the Almighty Yahweh. But not always. I know, right? There's no sound. I'm sorry, y'all. Dang. You're going to have to go to the video and watch it. Basically, the brother was saying words have sound. I mean, sound is an energy. That's what he said, which we said already. And he was like, the name of the Lord, he said, the name of the Almighty has energy. But see, stay with me. When I used to be super rigid and in a box, and I'm not knocking this brother, I'm talking about myself. When I was in a box, I said, no other name, this is the name. And anyone that says another name, they're off and they're not. No. What I realized in my growth, this was like 6 years ago or 5 years. This is a while ago. This was like, I did this video in 2016, 5 years ago. Now I understand everything we bring out of ourselves, every single one of us, not just with the mouth, like even when we type things, even when we think things, we put it shapes our existence. It shapes our existence. And like a ripple effect, it affects the existence of others. Check. So what I think manifests itself through words or just thought. And that is it shapes my existence through sound. But it's a ripple effect. I talked about the vibration, and it affects others. Now, how it affects others depends on how their existence is shaped. And this goes back to consciousness that I love to talk about. Because consciousness is about being aware of your existence, being to be a sentient being and an intelligent being, to be conscious of your existence. So basically, when I say the name I use is Yahweh, and then NapahShadah, that's my vibration. That's how I shape my existence. Someone might say Jesus for NapahShadah. For me, I know for my existence, I understand in my reality, hear me out. I understand in my reality that that's not the name. I understand in my reality. I understand in my existence. I understand in my vibration. I understand in my sound that the name Jesus doesn't resonate with me. However, there might be a nice little old lady, Mrs. Jenkins, down the road, who says Jesus, and it works for her. It works for her, meaning her existence, where she is at, what she manifests to shape her existence, that word Jesus works for her. But for me, I understand beyond that. Even you hear me speak this, I understand that name doesn't work for me. Because for me, not only did I go and find out, oh, I was right. There was no letter J, only about 5-something hundred years ago. There was no letter J. The slave ships had the vibration of Jesus on them, the good ship Jesus. Like, these are things that I know won't come out of me. They don't resonate with me. So I don't manifest anything in my existence through that name, but Miss Jenkins does. So what I'm saying is, when you hear the brother, he's right. He said everything is sound, and he said in the name is sound. Yes, everything we say shapes our existence. Everything we think. That is a blessing of the internet. I got to keep up with what you're saying, sis, because this might have been something. Yes, know the ledge. Couldn't hear. Yeah, I know. It's low. But so the channel's Phineas the Zealot. I mean, not Phineas, Potter and the Vessel. But I think I have this on private. So, because YouTube deleted it from like 2 of my channels. Right. And in your sacred circle, you vibrate your whatever comes out of you shapes your existence, and then the ripple effect, you affect those in their separate existences, but you're all together. So anyway, what I was saying is, the brother's just saying, peace, Kemetic Hebrew. See, there you go. I got to put that on the Summer Jam screen. He said Yeshua works for him, and also Yahweh. I'm beyond beating up someone to say you're crazy. And I used to follow, and I love my brothers in these brothers. Peace, I am Eviano. What I'm trying to say is, you can't tell a person. You say Yahweh, I say Yahweh. You say Yeshua, I say NapahShadah. You're wrong, Kemetic Hebrew. You're going to be destroyed. No, because you, in your vibration, in your true, the essence of yourself. Because when you're looking for a sacred name, because first off, we all know there's no one that exists that believes, or unless you're trapped in a box in a cult, You don't know the name of the Most High. You know the name that the Most High has put on your heart to resonate for you in this realm. You understand? You do not know, because how can there be a name when even he, I say he because I see the Most High as a male energy, but not as a male gender. So don't get into the sex thing. There's no sex on the Almighty. But I say he, again, as a vibration. That's how I speak of the Most High. So you can't even wrap your mind around who the Most High is, let alone know the Most High's name. But we have to exist in this realm, and we have to vibrate in this realm. So we can't just go around going, I don't know, you know that, you know what I'm talking about. We go into our sacred selves. Check. Let me say this again. Oh, this is beautiful, because this aligns with scripture, because it says, ye are the temple of the Most High. So you go into your sacred self, and you go into the altar, the crystal seat of the mind, the altar that you set up to align with the energy that you receive. And in yourself, whatever you exist, however you're made up, however you vibrate, you find what you need to vocalize or to manifest in thought, in prayer, in meditation. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? And it's okay if you don't have a name. If you have it, if you are vibrating in the sense of, you know what, I'm not going to choose a name because there's no name that I vibrate and that resonates with me. You understand? So I'm sorry you can't hear the brother. He was just saying, you know, he's talking about the name. Because for someone to tell you the name that the name doesn't matter, that's not what I'm saying. Because it matters. Because you should be moving in your growth. When I'm doing this, in your growth, in your spiritual growth, you should always be seeking. Am I saying that you could find out what the name of the Most High is in this realm? You can find out for what the name of the Most High is that resonates with you. But can our minds in this state of this existence wrap around the truth of what the name of the all is, the Almighty, people say the universe. No, but you should never sit back and go, oh, it doesn't matter. Then what you've done, it's like, imagine you see a balloon and it has helium in it, right? And it's rising. That's your journey. That's your learning. That's your seeking out, trying to find what resonates. And the minute you say, oh, it doesn't matter, it just drops right back down. And then you vibrate in the lower plane. Whenever you're trying or seeking, the search is what makes you, this is going to be paradoxical. The search is what makes you a God. And then people might say, well, wait, no, because gods know things. In this realm, the search is what keeps you vibrating high on a higher level. I'm going to use Solomon. Solomon, being the wisest man in the world, still was always learning. There's the paradox. See the paradox? With all the wisdom came very much humility. You know someone, if someone is very, very informed, they're very informed. They have all this information, and then they stand over others and they hold on and they hoard that information. They don't share it, and they look down and condescend. That is a sign of an unintelligent person. Check. You might say, no, how can that person be unintelligent? They have all the answers. They know they're unintelligent, because intelligence is not just being like Siri. Siri is artificial intelligence. Real intelligence is wisdom, and what comes with wisdom, humility, to know something, to learn something. What do you have to do? People say, I overstand. I don't mind when our people say that, but it still is kind of, for me, no, you can't overstand until you understand, because you have to submit and humble yourself to receive. Solomon, being the wisest man, always submitted in the way of listening, the vibration, learning. And so, yeah, I went on a tangent, y'all. That's right, sis. No one has all. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no one has all. And right there, that statement is an intelligent statement. No one has it all. See, we take those kind of statements for granted. And we say, oh yeah, no one knows it all. But then you might get somebody who's like amazing, like, gosh, this guy knows everything, but he doesn't know it all. And the minute you see that person not realize that and say, well, I don't know it all, I know everything. When someone says, I know everything, you've dropped down to being ignorant and being artificial intelligence. So talking about artificial intelligence, even artificial intelligence is a vibration, but guess what? You are capable of vibrating the highest to where the most high is. But the artificial intelligence can only vibrate about right here. It can never vibrate up to your level. Peace and black power to the family out there. So let me get back to this video, because y'all said you couldn't hear it. And I know it's low. I believe that the sacred type of vibration deals with the 5 stages of consciousness and the science of the mind as well. You're getting a little deep on us there, brother. I think you're onto something. Let me see about this video. You guys can't hear any of that? You couldn't hear any of that? He said, we're the promoters of energy, power, and frequency. But really, those words are so interchangeable. Like I'm making a little pie. Energy, power, and frequency. We talk about sound is everything. Sound is the manifestation of what is, how can I say? What sound is on the frequency. Sound is the frequency, right? Sound can be in different forms of energy, radiation, magnetism, and electricity. Those are all sound. So sound is everything. But I'm saying when he said power, well, what is power? Power is, there's energy. So he's on, the brother said that, and it's interchangeable. Energy is power and a frequency. Yes, by definition. Thank you. So yeah, it's all interchangeable. It's not our intelligence. Where does thought come from? Thought is sound. Any bright ideas? Let's look at, I want to ask y'all, you couldn't hear anything? You couldn't hear anything? Anything at all? Anybody there? No? Well, because if you can't hear it, I want to say what he's saying. Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, nope. Oh, okay. Crazy. Let me go out and let me stop sharing and try it again. I don't know why you can't hear it. Could you hear it before? I wonder why you can't hear it. You guys couldn't hear it? I really like this, brother. No, you can't hear it, huh? No sound. Wow. That's unfortunate. I guess I'm going to have to do my MacGyver. I don't know why you guys can't hear that. So yeah, this is a pretty interesting topic. I love this topic. Let's go to my channel. Let me see if I can play it for you guys while it... I can MacGyver this, all right? Watch what I do. Wow, there was no sound before, huh? Well, while I wait, oh wait, here it is. The potter and the vessel. Just looking it up. Give me 1 second. All righty then. I know you can hear that.
Means is that if you amplify the frequency.
Oh yeah, okay. You guys can hear that, right? Can you hear that?
If you use terminology, I mean, you got to think.
Now these brothers, I did this video because some people were attacking the name. $147. Watch me. Watch this, you guys. Okay, give me 1 second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, tell me if you can hear this. Hold on. Damn, I didn't do it right. My bad, folks. Now you can hear it, right?
Getting into the vibration of NapahShadah.
It's going to be off a little bit, but at least you can hear it.
Listen, you got to remember, words are vibrations. Words have energy. I mean, you got to think things in a spiritual sense. I ain't trying to get all far-fetched and all super deep, but this is real talk. Words are vibrations. So if you use it with the name of the Lord is a vibration, the name of the Lord is energy and power. If you use it in terminologies, right, you use it certain words. That's what Great Millstone is the promoter of understanding and the interpretation, the etymology of words and the meaning of words. And we're also the forefront or the promoters of energy, power, and frequencies. So you think you're going to be using something that was a great offense loosely in common talk and think nothing's going to, that's not going to push out a certain vibration,
You see that the vibration of NapahShadah is being attacked heavily in this world. The men of the Lord are under attack by other Israelite groups.
Can you guys hear it?
But it's coming from a very carnal standpoint, and they're pushing onto our people a vibration that is outside of NapahShadah.
Can you hear it, y'all? Vibration and frequency.
All of physical matter, everything we have around us, is the result of a frequency. And what that also means is that if you amplify the frequency, the structure of the matter will change.
You heard that? If you amplify the frequency, the structure of matter will change. So sound, this is glass affected by sound. These are experiments. I hope you guys can see it. I mean, you don't really need to hear this, but look at that. The sound is making that glass vibrate, oscillate, and then it's gonna break. Oscillating a wine glass by playing sound and its resonance frequency will cause it to move, change and liquefy its structure. By the way, this is what primitive people would call magic. I'm not talking about magic tricks. But unforeseen forces at work.
Do you know what it is to dig the sound of anything? I can only call it, you go down into sound. And you listen to that vibration. You go into it and into it and into it. And you suddenly realize that that vibration that you're listening to or singing is what there is. That's the energy of the cosmos. That's what's going on. And everything that's going on is a kind of a pulsation of energy.
You see, he puts the drop, there's a sound wave in the middle. Look at the drops are levitating. The water is levitating in the stream of sound, in the in that vibration, that sound wave. You see that? That's awesome. So you see the waves? The water is levitating in the sound wave, y'all. It's beautiful. It's science. It's not pseudo. That's a droplet of water, and it's levitating through sound.
Because when we think, we're not just sending out a wave which resonates the energy, we're sending out on a frequency outside of the range of human hearing. We're sending out a sound.
Yeah.
Everything is sound.
See, thought is sound.
And that's how this universe is created.
That's cuneiform. I believe that's
Ernst Chladni, an 18th century musician and physicist. He spread sand on metal plates and played them with a violin bow.
Yeah, these are called
The
cymatics.
vibrations from the bow caused the sand to gather into beautiful geometric forms. Next, Alexander discovered the research of Hans Jenny, a Swiss physician, who took up and expanded on Chladni's work in the 1960s using fluid mediums and electronic amplification of sound. Jenny coined the term cymatics.
Look into cymatics, please.
Weave for this branch of study. Today, Alexander Lauterwasser is building on the work of his predecessors, employing modern sound and recording equipment. He has custom-built devices which allow him to stimulate various materials, such as sand or water, with sound vibrations whose frequencies can be precisely controlled.
This is all done by sound. Look at this, y'all. The frequencies are making sacred geometry, basically. Geometric shapes are being formed just by
sound. The sand is pushed from areas where the vibration is strongest and collects where it is the weakest, forming patterns that correspond to the particular tone that is applied to the plate. The higher the frequency applied, the more complex and detailed.
Doesn't that look familiar?
Those
look like the sacred symbols of Samaria. I mean, if you guys can't hear it, you can still see it. This is sound, sand plates forming into shapes through sound. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at that, you guys. So this is sound. Every cell in our body has been formed by sound. Everything is in order through sound. I sure hope y'all can hear this. visible on another sound plate, sand plate. Peace, Lord Abba. I just looked in the chat. You guys saw that? Her singing did that. Her singing manifested. It made the shape of that particular geometry. Yeah. So you guys can hear it though, right? I don't know if you can. Yeah, peace. Thank you for joining. Anybody that I didn't see you. Peace, Lord Abba. Y'all can hear the volume though. I know it's not high, but you can hear it, right? Oh, you're a cat? Okay. Okay, Rita, thank you. Listen, this is the Om. You know the Om, the chant. I'll be quiet. Thank you, Lord Abba. Amazing. Look at this, you guys. Now remember, this is just sand on a regular plate. Amazing. Beautiful. That's all colorful sand, just on a sand plate. All of that from just sound, from the vibration. A piece of cardboard with just salt on it, on top of a speaker. So you can do this experiment at home. You're welcome. It's beautiful. And look at that. You see the similarity with the ancient sacred geometry? These are, oh, those are.
Under the influence
Similar.
of sound vibrations.
If we bring a piece of steel close to a magnet, we say that the steel becomes magnetized. But what is it that actually happens?
Come on.
We place the steel inside a coil of wire connected to a high-gain amplifier, and then bring the magnet close to the bar of steel. We can hear something that suggests movement inside the steel. Listen.
Beautiful. That's sound. That's vibration. It's amazing.
People are still wondering how huge structures, huge ancient structures were built. The tremendously large scale, the weight and the size of the stones used. Some of the stones actually look as if they're inflated, as balloons are inflated and put into place. Recently, an Egyptian archaeologist has stated that he believes that acoustic or sonic levitation was used to move these rocks into place. He states that he has found documents saying that a special papyrus was put under each rock, and then the stones used for the building of the pyramids were struck with a metal rod, and each of these stones was then passed through a pathway that was flanked by metal rods.
Okay, this is a 3/4 inch copper tube, 4 feet long, with a 1/2 inch steel ball bearing stuck to the outside. Inside the tube is a 1/2 inch diameter, powerful neodymium magnet holding the ball bearing fast.
Look at this, y'all. I tried this.
Fall straight down. 3, 2, 1, dropping.
It's amazing. And you have to take into consideration that it's copper. You have to take into consideration it's a copper. The element is copper.
By contrast, here is vertical fall with just the steel ball bearing through the tube.
Watch the ball fall fast. There's no magnet. See? It went fast. Now, see how it goes slowly?
Anti-gravity machine.
Amazing.
And look, it's not attracted. It's just weird stuff. Eddy currents.
It's anti-gravitational.
To do this all day is so cool. All right, see? Neodymium magnet, copper pipe, thick wall, type K. Special effects. But not special effects. This is actually happening.
I love that. Look at this one, you guys. So it's not magnetized. Isn't that amazing? Frequency. It's about frequency. You see, that's not magnetized to that, but it's still, when it gets, it doesn't, it's going slower. It doesn't fall. You understand? It's anti-gravitational in a sense because of the frequency, the vibration that it's on. Sound is amazing. Sound is everything. Because we might say, oh, this is sound. This is about frequency. And y'all can do this. You can do this experiment on your own. Look how long it takes for it to come out.
He states that he has found documents saying that a special papyrus was put under each rock, and then the stones used for the building of the pyramids were struck with a metal rod, and each of these stones was then passed through a pathway that was flanked by metal rods. So this seems to indicate that acoustic technology was used for the levitation of these stones to move them from one location to another.
Acoustic meaning sound.
To their specific locations to construct the pyramids. So I tried to find out if there was anyone researching acoustic levitation, the use of sound to levitate, to decrease the weight and the gravitational force on something, on matter, like stones or wood or whatever else. And I found that there are unbelievably tremendous amounts of recorded successful evidence on the NASA government site.
Right.
Not only papers, but videos. And there's just too many to go into. So I found one of the many that are listed here has to do with experiments on sonar, sonic levitation.
Sonic levitation.
And you'll be amazed. This is a paper that is in the public domain. It's by NASA, okay? And has to do with electrostatic levitation.
Electrostatic, we have electricity.
Support materials
I'll be quiet.
In microgravity. There's some beautiful pictures in here, but basically they're stating that they're using electrostatic, electromagnetic, electricity and magnetism, and acoustic, aerodynamic and other, okay, to find out how they can manipulate materials to lessen the gravitational forces on them. So looking at the acoustic side of this, they found that even a drop of water in space,
hear that?
Instead of becoming pear-shaped, becomes round. And they played around with heat. And they say that when they increase the heat, they found that they can levitate something using a sound frequency. That's very easy for them to do. But then they played around with heat, the heat on the subject. The heat would heat up the material and would make it, then using a gravitational force centrifuge to make it turn.
Centrifuge.
It would combine with the heat, it would make it bloat out like a little balloon.
I'm going to be talking about musical frequencies. And that could sound like a really dry subject. It's like, well, what is a frequency? And we could say hertz and how many times something vibrates per second. And that starts to sound very scientific and very laboratory-ish and kind of, but I'm here to tell you that every single one of you, as John just said, we're all vibrating a certain frequency.
Yeah.
Every cell inside of us is vibrating a frequency. Our blood cells are vibrating a frequency.
Hear that?
And everything has an individual frequency. And if we were smart enough and spent enough time and went into the laboratory, we would be able to identify each item by the frequency that it's emitting. And we're in 1 Samuel, it records that, in fact, we'll go over that text in a minute. It records that Saul would have a troubling spirit come upon him, and David would play the harp, and that spirit would leave. And I
want to talk to you guys real quickly. See, this is where I'm so happy. I know it, whatever this is, truth comes from where it resonates with you. I want to talk to you about the Bible. The Bible, just like every holy writing, just like every prophet today, there is not, by the way, prophets don't end. Prophets don't end. I believe in Yahushua, Jesus, what people say Jesus. Prophets don't end. So you never will find anything where Jesus, Yahushua, the Savior said, and there will be no more prophets after me. I'm not saying this man is a prophet, but I'm getting to a point. Every holy writing, you go with your heart. And when I say heart, I don't mean like, oh, sweet love. I mean your three hearts. Your brain, your mind is a heart, your brain. Your heart is a heart and a brain. Your gut is a heart and a brain. You have to align. You go into the holy book and y'all, it's real. I'm trying to tell you it's real. You are the power. The Bible says it. The Quran says it. The book of the day coming forth says it. The Bhagavad Gita says it. The Emerald Tablets say it. What else? I mean, I could go on and on. Every holy writing, you go as a whole temple. You are the temple. And then you draw from the holy writing. It resonates with you. And your truth will always resonate with you. You can't escape your vibration. You cannot escape what. So that's why when you see people going from, like you might see somebody like, oh, this person needs to be Christian. And then that person was Muslim. And then that person was Hebrew. Some people like say, oh, look at that person. No, what you're seeing is the person is putting labels on self to exist in a sociological way, but sociology is vibrating low. It's just a social thing. It's a social construct. I mean, I know it's a study of society, but my point is on a spiritual metaphysical level, when you see a person changing, it's because that person is drawing, resonating with each frequency with the holy writing. Each frequency, when you sit down with the book, I'm not talking about what man teaches you specifically, but there are men who are prophets. Check. I'm not talking about what men say you must know. No. You cannot stick a square peg into a round space. So stay with me on this. I got to get this out before you listen to this, because there's so many people saying, throw that book away, get away from religion. Hold on. Religion is a set of rules, regulations, tenets, customs, traditions, laws that people subscribe to, and that's their business. That's a whole different stream. But we're talking on a very, very core level. We're not talking on a base level. We're talking on a core level. Stay with me, A119, because I know you can. What I'm saying is every holy book, I know the Bible is the Bible is the book that I resonate with. Me. I love the Bhagavad Gita. Yes, I do. I don't care what anyone tells me. Oh, you like the pagan? No, I don't like the. I love the Bhagavad Gita because I draw from it and I say, I understand what God is. Because I want to say God because I want to let people know I understand what God is. I see the God in that. But that's just a little bit too low vibrational for me. I need something else for me. I go to the 42 laws of Ma'at. I see the book of the day coming forth. It resonates with me. But there are things, not that I discard it into the trash. There are things there that just don't elevate me. But I did grab some things that I hold on to and cherish and find sacred. My point that I'm making, if you stay in a mindset of vibration, like Yahushua, like Moses. Look, if you don't subscribe to the New Testament, because I'm talking about the Bible now, because I want you to really, really tune into what this man is saying. I don't care what he looks like. He could look like Santa Claus. I get it. He could look like Chester. I get it. But he's not Chester and he's not Santa. He's just a guy who did some research and he's letting you know the facts. And he used the Bible. So getting back to what I'm saying about you as an individual being, you as a vibrating, existing being, a creation, you have the responsibility to yourself if you are conscious. Now, if you're just some dude that likes to eat McDonald's, have some fun, play basketball, wait for the Super Bowl, look at the cute hotties on Instagram, hey, brother, please live. Sister, live. But if you are trying to elevate to God status, Psalms 82, verse 6, if you're trying to be a God and you're going toward your God status, then you need to understand you do not have to. Now I'm bouncing because I have to go in and out like almost like a spirit going through walls, moving in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be your highest self, you don't have to subscribe to every holy book that you approach. Hear me again. You don't have to subscribe to every holy book that you approach. I'm going to say it again. You do not have to subscribe to every holy book, but what you will do, and you cannot, it's undeniable, you will vibrate with everything. Every holy book you approach, you will vibrate with it. Now, people say, you're trying to lead people against the Most High. Napah, I thought you were Hebrew Israelite. I thought you followed Torah. The Torah is explicit. It says, serve only one power. Check. It says, serve only one power. So me saying, going to different holy writings of the men and women who are created by the Most High, who sat down and said, one day I felt this and I got this and I thought this and this is where I was. You read that, and if you resonate with it, it's your path. If you do not resonate with it, you leave it there. Pick out the meat, leave the bones. Now, somebody say, no, you know what? But Napah, there's people who only can have milk. True. But I'm telling those who can only have milk, if it doesn't resonate with you, I'm not talking about if it sounds good and it sounds exciting. I'm saying if you got to get in tune with yourself. Because first, before you put yourself in a book, you have to be able to say, wait a minute, I'm connected to my almighty power. And then the almighty power, just like the Father that the almighty power is. Yes, I have to personify. I have to get it on a level where you can see it. Your Father is going to lead you in the right direction. We exist amongst others. We remember what I said from the beginning. I said, you have your own frequency. You have your own, you vibrate your own existence. Everything manifests from you. You resonate, you manifest your existence. And then you affect with the ripple those around you, right? So you do you. There's a lot of spiritual depth in that statement. That's what you love about the urban vibe. These are our people, the people of the vibration of the light, of the all, talking about the Kabbalion. We are the people. Okay? So we resonate with what we resonate with. You do not reject what resonates with you. Now, somebody might say, but what about Satanism and Luciferian? Do you really resonate with death? Because guess what? Satanism is low vibrational. It says only think of yourself. It says do not ripple out. It says there is no connection in vibration. Satanism says you, kill if you want. If it helps you, kill, sacrifice, blood. So you say, of course that does it. That's a no-brainer, y'all. Like, let's move forward. Okay, now what? Now what I'm saying is you don't have to subscribe to the Bible. You don't have to subscribe to the Quran. You don't have to subscribe to the Bhagavad Gita. You don't have to subscribe to the Emerald Tablets. You don't have to subscribe to any holy writing that is popular to be able to be connected to the almighty power. You don't have to. But what you do need to do if you want to be your best self, you need to keep going forward in your journey. I'm not saying you have to sit there and be a complete fool and say, I never opened a book in my life. Then you're not really true to yourself. You're not really connected. You're not a God. How can you be a God when you never looked at someone else's thoughts, when you never looked at someone else's words, what they said? Oh, guess what? I was sitting under a tree one day. Buddha. I'm talking about Buddha. And Buddha said, and then I found this out. Even though I was a very royal young man, I found these things out, and come sit with me. And you read and you say, wow, Buddha, he's pretty dope. That doesn't mean that I have to be a Buddhist. That doesn't mean that I have to abandon what I believe, what resonates with me. So I really want to I hope you understand what I'm saying. You don't. Then what would you go based off from? You, A119, you have been A119 since the beginning of this existence, since this world was formed. You were A119, or whoever you were you. Because obviously there's reincarnation. It's not about believing. It's just if you know about vibration, you know about spirit, you know about this realm, that you've always been, and what resonates with you, but you have to be true to yourself. Now, if I say, well, twerking on Instagram resonates with me, then we don't even debate that. It's like, all right, sis, okay, twerk, go twerk. It doesn't resonate with you, boo. But it's fun, you get the attention, but you're low vibrational at that point. Somebody might say, well, when I smoke crack, I feel like I'm on top of the world. Well, you know that, come on, we don't have time. We're in a different, we don't have time to, y'all know what I'm saying. You're on your journey. You are each one on your path. Each one. Buddha ate a mushroom called pig's foot and died from it. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying. I'm not saying follow Buddha. I'm not saying anything. What I'm saying is, when we talk about vibration, remember we were doing something, we saw, Chladni and his research, and we talked, but Chladni didn't start it. The Europeans are always trying to claim something. This came from us. The understanding vibration manifesting itself came from us. And that is also about thought. That is also about receiving something that you read. Because remember, when you follow Islam, Judaism, or Hebrew Israelitism, when you follow Christianity, if you're a Moor, you follow Noble Drew Ali, you follow Muhammad, anybody what you're doing is you're getting their vibration. And you're saying, does this vibrate? What's going on with me? Is it working? Because don't lie, when I'm going to talk about cults, because I was in a cult. That doesn't mean I'm not a Hebrew Israelite, but I was in a cult. And there were things that did not vibrate with me, check. But I stayed in it because I thought I had to subscribe to all of it to elevate. But now I know that I am a daughter, a God, a daughter of the Most High. I know that I am of the all. I know that I'm a vibrational being. Sorry, but I've read books I didn't agree with. Yeah, yet there's concepts are still with me. That's exactly, that's what I'm saying. You hear pick out the meat, leave the bones. You don't have to say, I believe that Krishna is the Messiah. You just go, Buddha. Anyway, y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all starting to, you guys are typing in some stuff. The reason I said that is because he's starting to talk about the Bible, and so many people shut down when they hear about a book, especially the Bible, because the Bible has been used against us. But it's been used against us because we put ourselves into the book. We didn't sit back and say, no, I'm going to draw from what the prophets have written. I'm going to draw from what the Messiah said. I'm drawing from it. The Messiah, okay, I'm going to draw from that. I'm talking about myself. And then I go to my Father. This is the most crucial. This is the most crucial of all crucials. Never, ever go to other people, beings, entities to get your power. You've completely destroyed yourself, or you're on the path to destruction. Now, does that mean I'm saying, ooh, you better, the spooky God's going to get you? No, I'm saying you've disconnected yourself from the source. You've disconnected yourself from your power. You have to stay aligned with the power. You can say God, Almighty, Allah, Yahweh, Yahweh, whatever. But there is one power, the source, the all, in the Kabbalion, in the Torah, in the Quran. This is all the same, that power. And you must stay aligned with that power. The minute you say, well, I don't really need to go to that power, because there is a very, very scary group called deist. And they say, we don't really have anything to do with this God, but I know he's there, but we just rely on everything in this realm. And that's dangerous. You have to stay aligned. So that's the only thing I say. You're on your journey, but never leave your power source. So you get what I'm saying? So with all that said, I had to stop it because he says some really good stuff about the Bible. You know, there's a lot of esoteric meaning in a lot of writings. And he's going to talk about, this man on this clip, he's going to talk about how David played music. You know, Psalms is all songs, by the way. David had orchestra, so to speak. He had people playing music, not just because he loved the way it sounded, because he understood the spiritual side, the aspect, the spiritual power, which when I say spiritual power, just the manifestation of sound that comes, it affects every single thing. So we're talking about energy. It magnetizes, it electrifies, it radiates, those three energies. It also is, sound is present in everything, especially if we talk about the elements. Sound is present in the earth. Sound is present in fire. Sound is present in water. Sound is present in air. Sound is present in ether. So sound is everything. And I did stop to just, talk about that, because we need to stop focusing on, these books. A book should have no control over you. You are the gods, yet you will die as men. That is, if you do not, and I'm saying humans, sisters and brothers, you are gods. You are judges. And people say, that just means judges. Duh. You are the power in this realm, but you will not stay vibrating high if you start to get in a carnal level and think, well, I got to get in this book, or, well, the pastor said that I can't do this, or, the elder said that we only do this on Saturday. You got to be able to determine what you got to be able to stay on your path and resonate with your power. So with no further ado, I just want you to listen to what he says. Okay, here we go. Thank you for letting me pause that.
I thought, what kind of music would have made that spirit leave? There must be something embedded within the actual text of the Psalms itself, the Hebrew characters. Could it be, and what Mika was sharing with me and some of the others, we're taking this idea that possibly each Hebrew letter actually also had a frequency that was associated with it as well. Why not? And so then the sand plate studies, I think Rico has this in his, but I've taken some more looks at some other stuff, and man, it's just, this whole field of cymatics is just incredible. The geometric patterns and all kinds of things. And so, some of the geometric patterns have the hexagon and then the pentagon, and then so different frequencies have different characters. so it just gets really amazing. The further you get into it, it's just incredible. There's all kinds of stuff on YouTube about cymatics if you're interested in the subject. But the thing that got my attention was that one of the earlier cymatic experiments was to speak a Hebrew letter into the microphone that then transferred that vibration to a sand plate, and look at the formation of the pattern that formed on the sand plate. So you see here the Aleph, this is the sand with at least a very close semblance. Now one of the classes I was doing said, well, that's the Babylonian, that's not the Paleo. It's like, well, come on, guys. The key is that there's a relationship, okay? That's the key. That's what I want. If some of you get lost in some of the math I'm going to do here in a minute, don't worry about that. Just take the idea home with you that there is a relationship between a Hebrew character and a frequency. If you can just take that one little thought home, then you've got something to work with, okay? And so we think that the farther back we go, they just didn't have any technology. How could they know anything about frequencies or anything? I get asked this all the time. Well, what would they have tuned with? They didn't have any electronic tuners back then. And I go like, we don't know what they had. I think we're finally starting to catch up on some of the stuff that has been lost. And, what Yeshua said, as it was in the days of Noah. So was he talking just about the wickedness? No, I think he's talking about technology. I think he's talking about all kinds of things going on. Those are just my thoughts. I'm not going to preach that as a theology, but I'm just thinking that we have been fooled into thinking that David couldn't possibly have known all this stuff. I think he did. He was a prophet. Father would have told him what he needed to know, revealed to him what he needed to have to make these things, put these things in place. And I'm going to talk with you about I think, an exciting idea, and it's just an idea, but I'm thinking, wow, maybe so. But anyway, we'll get to there. Anyway, David set up the captains who their job was to prophesy on those instruments. That was their job, prophesying on instruments. That was what was being done every day in the tabernacle of David. Okay? So it wasn't just music, and I shouldn't just say just, but there was a whole level of receiving words from the Lord along with that music. Okay?
I think it ended. Anyway. Okay, you guys. I just ended it with a little music. Let me turn it off. So anyway, yeah, what did you guys think? I want to see some comments now. David healed Saul with the harp. Yeah, he did. I mean, some people say, oh, it's pseudo. David, there wasn't a David. Okay. Well, for those of us who know better, what did you guys think? I want to hear from you. Now I'm in the chat. I'm completely looking at you. Anybody? Let me go through and read some of the. Let me go through and read some of the comments. Comments that I have not seen. Let's see here. So, Mrs. Graham, my sister, Wisdom Seeker says, Ira Davides, Harp of David. The ire, yes. Or the lyre, not ire, the lyre, the lyra, get right. Very interesting. Yeah, it's pretty. You know what, you guys, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Did the tabernacle of David replace the tabernacle of Moses? I don't know. What do you think? I don't think there's any replacing. If something was given, I think there's a reason for it. And they all have their space. But if you think differently, that's fine. So what do you guys think about those cymatics? Aren't those amazing? I'm going to put that in here. What am I doing? Oh, I'm on my channel. I don't know if you guys should check out that channel though. It's kind of controversial. Remember, it's me from a long time ago. I'm gonna go ahead and outside Maddox. Anything you want to say before I go? I really love the understanding of sound. Oh no, I haven't seen it related to the brain. Well, I don't know what part of the brain it is related to, but I'll look into that. Mr. Wisdom Seeker University. Peace. Yes, I'm going to say my farewells to the family, but if you have any questions, put them in the chat. Peace, Rija. Thank you for, did sound come before sight? Yes. And oh, that's what I wanted to get back to. Like, there's so much mystery. Ooh, mystery is so awesome. Because sound is this realm. There's a universe, but there are really multiverses. This realm that we are in is just one of many that we exist in as an extension of the Almighty, extension of the Most High. The Most High is, now people could say, oh, she's going into the Kabbalah, she's going into this, oh, she's wicked. No, it's just, if you sit back and really work on it, you read and you meditate and you stay in line with the Almighty. Because see, remember I said I believe in the Gospels, right? So I'm a Christian, right? But I don't pray. I know that Yahweh, Jesus never said, I'm your God. Now, there's a lot of controversy where they said, but he said he is God. I am God. You get it? Like, there's context. You are God. We are all a part of the all. We're all a part of Allah, God, Yahweh, the Almighty, the all. We're all a part. The all is. That's why you hear, even in the in a lot of different teachings, holy writings, you hear in a lot of holy writings you hear that God is everything. Shalom, brother Melanin Rich Nagast. Shalom, Ra Karma, you to mine. Yes, we definitely do, brother. Everything is sound. You could come in a room and not even talk to somebody, and that's sound. And then we put it, because we have to put labels and classifications and lanes. Say, oh, that's telepathy. No, it's just you connected with the vibration. You see somebody like, I'm vibing with this person. I'm vibing with her. I'm vibing with him. Yes, sis. Okay, thank you, crystal clear. This sister's very... Okay, so I forgot what I was saying, but it's okay. Just remember, sound is vibration, vibration is sound. Oh, we were talking about the beginning. I was saying the beginning. In the beginning, this realm, now remember, something about it, look, this is the Most High gives me. He gives it to me, he'll give it to you. I am just the same as you. It just came to me. I didn't research it. I didn't read it in a book. I know I've read things, but I'm going to say this to you right now. Duality, something about the frequency. There's something. It just came to me right now. You know what? The Most High just gave it to me. You know when I do this and you see the helix? There's two strands and in a wave, even in a sound wave. When you see it, you see the sound wave look like the hills. But that's if you look at the sound wave from the side, the lateral. But if you go down and face the sound wave from this end, like if you have a sound wave, there's from this end to this end, right? I say poles, right? So people say that's not right. Okay, whatever, poles. I'm going to say poles because in magnetics, there's poles, right? So you have the wave, and it looks like hills, like up, down, this way. But if I turn it this way, what you will see is this. Like you'll see this. You'll see the swirling. So what I'm saying is, it just hit me. I was like, how is sound dual? How is sound dual? How? And I just got it right now before I even got off. I thought I was gonna have to get off the stream and think and meditate and pray and then surge up. No, there's the thing. It's two poles. The vibration is dual. The 9 and the 6. Yes, Afro-Asiatic, I hear you. The dance of light, of life. Yes, y'all are, we're vibing right now. We're in a symphony right now. Everybody can be, what's wrong with you? Are you, no, it's a vibration. This is the best high you can get, is to get connected. And there's a symphony of the esoteric knowledge being revealed to you. You understand? So I was just gonna say, like, why? I was like, sound must be dual. It must be, the creation was dual. The creation is dual. Everything is dual, y'all. We are in a dual realm. We are existing dually. The word balance means there's duality. Does it mean that there's only, I've got 50 pounds of darkness and 50 pounds of light? No, that's not about balance. Balance is more like in the sense of what percentage in a chemical compound, or how much of this is in there. You know, we've got 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen. That's balance. That's water. So we are, and people say, well, wait, that was 3 elements. Not really, because you have hydrogen and oxygen, but that's not a good example. But what I'm saying is, we are existing dually. There's a dual existence. There is a balance. Even if you have 5 ingredients, there's a duality, balance. Remember that. I'm not being silly. It's that deep, and it's that simple. So with that understood, this takes us back to the core of everything. This takes us back to creation. I'm running this through right now. This is fresh. This is fresh. The reason it's fresh is that it hit me. Creation in the beginning, this realm from the very, very, very beginning, as far as we can even fathom, it wasn't. Now, this is Napah. This isn't something, y'all, I'm handing it to you. You take it and see if it resonates with you, and you do what you want with it. Throw it away, tweak it, work with it with the Most High. But I'm going to say, in my mind, I'm thinking, before the sound entered, which is the light, which is the word, which is the balance, even when you see about in every holy creation story, there is a balance. So let's get to this realm. And it was, for me, the darkness. The darkness is what? Guess what the darkness is? It's matter. It's what we can hold on to, not just the flesh. It's material. Even people say, you're so silly. Let's get away from the word matter. Let's say physical. That's better. It's physical. Because when you say matter, then we have to really, we're going down to the vibration of, the level of actual matter in its 3 different states. So let's not say matter. Let's go physics. Physics. Let's talk about physical. Are atoms physical? Are atoms physics? Thank you, Kemetic Hebrew. Y'all, answer my question if somebody can help me. Are atoms physics? Is that a part of study? Yes. So atoms are physics, and atoms are matter, but physics aren't necessarily matter. Physics are physics, get it? So we're talking about physical. Before the vibration of the all, wow, this is deep. I'm going and going and going. Let's rewind before that even. Before this realm, the all was, and the all was only, and there was only the all. There was only the Almighty, God, Yahweh, whatever. There was only the all. And the all, which we can't fathom, but the all is a very rugged, very rough word, but I'm saying reduced the all. The all reduced itself. The all reduced itself. Let me say that again. The all was. There was no realm. There was no multiverse. The all was. The all reduced itself and created this realm. Not just this realm, but infinite realms. But I'm talking about where we are specifically. Before there was any, there was the all, and the all reduced itself and created this realm. Now, in that bare creation, right there at that moment, even though it was a reduction of the all, it was still perfect. This realm was perfect. Now, some might say, well, you said it's chaotic. It's still perfect. But it is still, that's another thing about changing. That hit me too. Changing. Everything is always changing. If you do not change, you're not alive, and you're not, it's stagnant. A river moves. It stays, you can drink from the river. I'd rather drink from a river than a pond. So I digress. So anyway, so back to what I was saying. The all reduced itself, the Almighty for me, reduced itself, and then this realm was created, manifested. How can we fathom it? We can't. We're not the mind of God. We're not the mind of the Almighty. But we seek and we go, we strive to be, and that is just enough. See, the Messiah said, "Be ye perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect." And then people say, I could never, that's ridiculous. He's telling us he's blazing. That's what they were saying, these taco minds. I like tacos though. They were like, oh, how can we be like God? He's a blasphemer. That's the beauty of it. When you continue to grow, you never reach that status where you stop. It doesn't happen. Some people say, no, it does happen, but it doesn't happen because you will never be. Even if you're all the way as knowledgeable as Solomon, even if you've reached the highest of heights, you still you're not perfect like your Father in heaven. So when Yahweh said, be ye perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect, he was telling you that's the key to Godhood. Always striving to push forward, to be higher, to elevate self. And that's enough in this realm. So I digress, but I'm going to go back to what I was saying. This realm was perfect when the Almighty reduced self into this realm to make this realm. It was perfect, but it still was not balanced. Check. That's the beauty of us. The balance. The balance is the beauty of us. Does that mean that the darkness was evil? Well, what do you mean by evil then? Because, it depends. The darkness wasn't evil at all. That's my point. The darkness was the essence, the other side of what should be balanced, and and it was perfect. But it wasn't complete. Say, how can it be perfect and not complete? Simple. We're perfectly made. We're perfect. but we're not completed. We're still working to elevate ourselves to godhood. Peace, Silent K. Let me see what y'all are saying. Y'all are vibing with me. I feel the power, the energy. It's beautiful. Yes, quintessence, the ethereal side of us. There you go. And the quintessence of us, brother, we can't ignore, even though we're talking about the fifth element, quintessential, the ethereal side, we can't ignore the other four elements. That's the balance. Spirit and flesh, yes. The original point, no digression, sound vibration creation. Yes, we're on fire in here. Darkness is peace. Yes. Light is chaos. You can see, I wouldn't say chaos, but I got what you're saying, because sometimes light is too bright. But you see you see the movement, you see the understanding, you see when we say these are words we have to use. I'm getting emotional because it's like we're swimming in the channel. And we have to understand that when I see a bunch of seaweed and I get tangled in it, I have to know how to move through it and function without drowning. Words are our way to move with each other or through each other or with each other in a certain context. There's so many layers. That's why I talked about the serpent. Oh my gosh, y'all. I got to go to this. Remember I said the serpent has all those many scales? Because that's a representation, that's a symbolism of us in our, like how we're talking right now. You put out words. We're serpents. We're moving. NapahShadah said, be wise as serpents, but gentle as doves. We are the serpents when we use words. You see the roaches when you turn on the lights. That's right, Silent Cat. Silent Cat said that before when I was doing a different type of stream, though. Yes. So it's all context. It's context. So that's what I was saying about the serpent. It's context. We are talking, and we're all those beautiful, colorful scales moving in this existence. Hold that thought, y'all. But we don't want to be the lowest, meaning not the lowest, like as if it's negative, because you can be on a level of low vibration and carnal homosexuality. You can be vibrating on a low vibration and carnal into a lot of nice material things. You can be on a low vibration and carnal and be the most beautiful, loving, balanced person on that level. Hear me out. Because I don't want to lose my brothers and sisters I follow Torah. I'm not saying we're not using words good, evil. We're talking about frequency. We're talking about vibration and sound. We're talking about, where do you want to vibrate? You want to vibrate right here perfectly? You want to be right there? That's a nice beat, isn't it? Right? But what about up here? Because you can't bring imbalance, even though in this realm you stable. You know what I mean? So I know this is too a little much, but what I'm saying is the serpent. Say that this is the realm the serpent is, and this is the lowest realm. There's different levels. There's the murderer in the serpent realm. I'm putting this for myself. I'm naming this myself. In the serpent realm, there's a murderer. No, I take that back. No, don't do that to the murderer. In the serpent realm, there's a pedophile. There's a rapist. There's the murderer. There's the thief. Then the thief starts to rehabilitate and the murderer, everybody, you know, all that so-called evil, all that low vibrational, damaging, destructive energy falls off, and then they're coming. But this is the serpent. This is the highest level in this realm. You know, I mean, not in realm, in this, on this level, on this plane. That's what I'm trying to say, on this plane. So everything underneath the hand, this flip is all really destructive. Then you get here and you're like, there's the person who loves to look good. There's the person who loves to have a lot of money. There's the person but then that person starts to change. I don't just need money. Money is good. I need balance. I need to know what people need with the money I have. I need to give. I need generosity. You see, it's coming up in this. I need to give. I need to love. I need to forgive. I need to be healthy. I need to eat well. I need to work out. I need to be smart. I need to understand that there's more than just flesh. I need to understand that there are people that I need to love. Now they've reached the level of the highest level that they can be in this plane, but it's still a lower plane, but it's the serpent. And the serpent, and within that, if this is too much, y'all, I'm sorry, but this is real, okay? On that plane, everything that was here, all those different experiences and all the experiences that person has had in this plane are the scales. They're the scales. They're the scales, and they're beautiful. But the serpent still is the lowest plane. Check. Now, if you want to go from serpent, you've achieved serpent, you want to elevate to the dove. Be wise as a serpent, because wisdom, by the way, wisdom is not for the once you leave this realm, you don't need wisdom. You get it? You don't need wisdom. Why? Because you're going to be outside the realm. You're going to know everything that you need to know that you didn't know in this realm. So wisdom is for this realm. So that's why you're wise as a serpent on that plane, in this existence, in this realm. But when you elevate to the highest plane, you're the bird, the dove. You still, the scales turn into the feathers. You've experienced so much, and the feathers aren't scales. Scales are nice and shiny, and they can be soft. But a feather is pristine. It's just right. So beautiful, it's soft. And the bird is the closest creature that can, to the heavens. That's just metaphorical, or I'm using like symbology. So what I'm saying is, I forgot what I was saying. No, I didn't really forget. But talking about it's all that all goes back to I use animals in a metaphoric way. I use animals, but peace, Robert Benjamin. But really, we're talking about vibration, talking about sound. Because the brother said ethereal, and I think that took me to some, I'll look back at the video and be like, girl, what were you saying? But I really enjoyed doing the stream with you all. There's a lot of beautiful interaction. That's what I love. The serpent represents consciousness. It's one of the three inner voices, 6 manifestations of self. Yes, I can speak your language, because the serpent represents consciousness. What is consciousness? Consciousness, again, is the understanding of your existence and the mastery of it. You master your existence. You master everything if you understand who you are, if you're intelligent and you're wise. That's why I said wisdom. Wisdom Seeker University. Wisdom is very, very beautiful. Wisdom is beautiful in the vein of, or in the reality of, or the fact of, We know that we are just vibrating from the all. That's why I said the spirit. We're here and we have a soul consciousness. This is our experience here. As we receive the vibration, right, the energy, and we are making a space for ourselves in this particular existence. That's why when you hear about astrology, they say the age of this, the age of that. In this moment of time, shout out to my sister, rest in power, Whitney Houston, one moment in time. In this moment of time, we vibrate. And don't forget that vibrating is an energy. You understand? And energy is electricity and radiation and magnetism. You're making an imprint. You're making an imprint on this specific moment. There's so much I want to say. I'm just flowing with that. On this specific moment, you're making an imprint on this realm. And what is this realm? Vibration. You saw the plates, right? Remember the cymatic plates? They're just regular plates with sand or salt sprinkled, and then the vibration. Then they made imprints. They made shapes. Those are, they manifested into something. So we, in our existence, pretty crystal clear, wisdom seeker, read Jah, every Mrs. Graham, Kemetic Hebrew, Afro-Asiatic, we're all vibrating our imprint on this existence. We're vibrating our imprint on this existence. Come on, y'all. This feels good. I'm serious. This feeds us, not just me. We're vibrating our imprint on this existence. You've heard, I'm going to leave my mark. Your existence. See, when you were born, you think, well, I was born into this certain time, and this time is, I came into the time. No, the time is dependent on you. The time is dependent on how you exist. That's another thing I'm going to get on. Time is not our power. Time is not our God. But we've been taught to give time all the power. No, time is finite. I looked back at some of my videos and I was kind of going, I said infinite. No, time is finite. When we come into we're born, and there's your existence. There's one of your many existences, and you're existing. See, I'm doing like a vibration, like you're existing. You're existing even before you're born, when you're conceived. But when you're born at that time, you know what I'm saying? It goes back to your conception. So what I'm saying is, when you vibrate, you're vibrating your imprint on this existence. Instead of saying time, you see how I can replace it and make it more yours? Time isn't your God. Time is a construct. Time is context. You don't believe me? I'll get some science out here. Like I said, if time was absolute, if time was infinite, time would not change from one level to another. When in space, time goes faster, light years. Time goes faster in space. When you elevate, not just faster in space, there are different clocks. I forgot what is part of the world, but one's at a higher elevation than the other. The one that's higher is going is faster than the one that's lower. So if that's understood, that's exciting, because that tells us, guess what you have power over, y'all? Come on. We are the people. You want to know why? People say, oh, CPT. And then they say, oh, Negroes, they so They're so lazy. No, it's something about time. Time is ours. I heard a beautiful sister. She was off though. She said, the title said, are you a murderer? She's like, I was talking to somebody and he said, I'm just killing time. How could you kill time? Time is time is precious. But she was making it like time was something over us sacred and we just bow to time. No, we don't bow to time. Time is ours. Yeah, this is a live feed. I'm live. Earth science says all energy comes from the sun. That's like 1,000 streams to talk about the beautiful sun. Oh my gosh. I mean, hey you, I thought you were asleep, Letitia. You know, the sun, oh my goodness, I love the sun. The sun is, let me just throw this out here. This isn't on the same topic, but it is because everything is tied together. The sun is our food. That's we can live with we could even listen. We can live with a lot. We can live without a lot of things, but we cannot live without the sun. It's just not gonna. We cannot live without the sun. Now, think about that, because there were many people who decided to live in caves and even underground. How long did they survive, though? Not long, because we must have sun. But they lived underground and were inside so often. What happened? Don't come for me, because I'm not trying to argue about genetics and evolution. But they did become, a little melanin recessive on the surface. Okay. What's happening now? What are they telling us? Stay inside. Stay inside. Why do you think Black people are so vitamin D deficient? You think it's just because of, again, there's something just wrong with us? No. We are sun people. We're connected to our beautiful brother in the sky. We're connected to, that's our life force. We have blood, but what about the blood? The blood is like the sunlight running through our bodies. Don't get too deep on that. But the sun, we must be out in the sun. It's not an option for me. It's not an option for any being that is healthy. We need the sun. That's why we're vitamin D deficient. When we get in the sun, y'all, people think, oh, Napah's stupid, she's crazy, but I like to put stuff on very basic layman terms. I don't like to be, so let me tell you something. Actually, I want you to get it. So I'm going to say this. When you're in the sun, imagine that you are a pressure cooker or like a smoker, not a smoker but like a meat smoker, something that gets heat, that cooks the food inside. Imagine that's you. Imagine yourself that way. You're not gonna cook the food inside with no heat source, no energy source. You're not. The food's gonna stay inside, not cooked, and what's gonna happen to the piece of meat? It's gonna start to rot. So imagine that's you. You got to get outside in the sun, and the sun starts to energize you, vibration, energize you, and it gets in you. It gets in you. That's your food. And, people will laugh at me because they're like, oh my God, you're so dumb. ATP is not created that way. Adenosine triphosphate. The sun has a lot to do with that. I get what the scientists have said. Mark my words. I'm getting emotional. I've been studying this for a long time. Plants can create their own food. They get the sunlight, photosynthesis, chlorophyll, blah, blah, blah. Something about ATP. I'm still on it, Dr. Inky, Minister Inky. Something about, people say that adenosine triphosphate has nothing to do with the sun. Okay, that's what you say. That's what you say. Because they say, well, you need glucose, and then glucose, this is, but anyway, y'all, I don't want to get too deep on that. My point is, we need to get in the sun to produce the vitamin D. I have a hypothesis that every single thing we need, starting, you know how science and nutritionists say, start with the proteins, you need everything, start with the proteins. I think it's flipped. I think we need to start with the sugars, not the sugar. I'm not talking about table sugar. I'm talking about the sugars in our bodies, glucose. It's the sugars. People, I mean, I'm not going to get into too much of this because you triggered me when you said the sun, but y'all, we'll talk about that later. Sun really pops when you're in the lake on a sunny day. That's right. And we eat plants, hence light. Let me talk about that, wisdom. Because I labeled it like primary, secondary, tertiary. Primary food would be a plant. Why is that a primary food? Scratch the word food. Replace primary being. A primary being would be plant life. Why is that a primary being? Now, we're not calling it food because I was being insensitive. If I come from an animist point of view, I'm not going to say food. A primary being is a plant. Why? Because it has a direct connection to the sun. And it says, thank you, I got this. You gave me sunlight. I made my food. Plants don't have to try to eat, well, Venus flytrap, and other plants that use blood. But typically plants create their own food. How? Because the sun, photosynthesis. Now we have the primary perfect, that's the perfect being as far as nutrition, as far as food, eating, nourishing the body, So secondary is anything that eats what? First off, we all are primary beings. We're all primary beings because we all exist in what? Sunlight. We're all primary beings. Thank you, Comedic Keever. I'm trying. We're all primary beings. The plants are, but the plants got it down pat. They're like, y'all aren't even trying. Stop playing with me. You could create food if you wanted to, but you just want to eat me because it's easy, because I can't run. So to all the vegetarians talking about those poor animals, the plants have life too. They're like, oh, you just want to eat me, okay? Because I'm stuck in the ground. Got it. So the plants are like, we can't walk around and get food. We're going to make it in our own bodies. Photosynthesis from the sun. Now, the secondary being says, I get sunlight as a first. See, you make yourself a secondary being by your diet. Now, hear me out. Everyone's a primary being because we all get sun, but we didn't take the time or whatever, evolution, whatever you want to call it. We don't make our food in our bodies. The closest it comes to making energy is ATP. Remember that. ATP is the closest we come, but we can't do like the plants do. So what we say, oh, well, I can't do what you do. Pull it out of the ground, eat it. It's pretty good lettuce. Yeah, I ate some sunlight. Oh, my body's living. I've got calories. I've got nutrients from the primary being that I ate. Okay? So now I'm a secondary being. I was primary, get it? I do have the ability to get, but I'm not primary. I'm a secondary because I ate plants. So vegans are primary, are secondary. Even though a lot of vegans want to look down their nose at you, they're secondary. Tertiary beings, these are not plants. Let's say it's a wolf. Say I was a deer. The wolf says, there's some other stuff going on, but the wolf says, I eat secondary beings. I eat those secondary beings, those beings that eat the sunlight, the primary beings, the plant who says, I don't need any of y'all. I got the sun and I'm fine. Me and the sun. So the secondary being eats the plant, and then the tertiary being says, I'm going to eat the secondary being that ate the plant. Eats the secondary being, ate me, I'm a deer. So the tertiary being, which I would say a carnivore, he's eaten, or it has eaten, sunlight removed from the plant, removed from, well, first off, from the sun. So listen to me carefully. This is why eating meat all the time isn't as effective as eating plants, because the plant got it straight from the sun. The deer got it from the plant. So the deer didn't get it straight from the sun. The deer got it from the plant. So it's twice removed. The wolf got it from the deer, who did not get, I'm talking about it, the sun, did not get it from the sun, got it from the plant, and the plant got it from the sun. So the wolf is 1, 2, 3. He's three times removed from what? The sun, from that food, from our sun food. Now, that wolf doesn't have that. Come on, y'all. What? That's why plants are electric. That's the electric food. That's the food that's vibrating when it hits your insides. It's like vibrating, literally vibrating, literally. You may not think so, but what do you think nutrition is? How do you think that, any fool says, well, that's because you're the acids in your stomach break down the food, and then it goes to your intestines, and then it gets into your bloodstream through your intestines. I get all the science, but the electric part of it, food is electric. Food is electric. It is. Mark my words on that. Go research it. Food it has a power. It has a vibration. It has energy. Duh. They say, I need some energy. You need some energy? Eat some pasta. Why? Because there's carbs. Carbs are why? Come on, let's do this. Come on, let's do this. Let's do this. Why do carbs have energy? I'm all excited, so I'm throwing my hands. But carbs are from plants. Typically, I get there's some other stuff going on with sugars, but sugars, we're going back to plants. Fructose. I'm not talking about that garbage that they turn into poison and kill us with. Wheat, grains, pasta, bread. A lot of foods. I'm just going with the biggest carbs. Rice. Those are what? Plants. Those are our sun foods. Now, does that mean like, oh, I don't get you, Nepal, you're all over the place? No, I'm not. I'm saying energy, food, electricity. What's closest? See, because we're told, you want to lose weight. They say, oh, don't eat any carbs. Why? Because our lifestyle. Back when people were working in the fields and running and walking and doing things, and there wasn't all this transportation. People had to walk and say, honey, what do you think they give you when you run a marathon? What do they tell you to do? Anybody that's run a marathon, I'm going to sit back and see anyone who's ever run a marathon, What do they tell you to eat? Anybody? Pasta. Carbs. That's energy. Yeah. So calories, and then I want to leave it on this, right? I want to talk to you about this. Thank you, R.I.S.E. This is a scary part. I was trying to make this not so scary stream, but this is a scary. I'm so glad you guys joined me. I love y'all. It's about the vibration, like I said. Listen, you don't have to agree with me, but if you're vibing, you're vibing. That's the thing, you're vibing. So let me talk to you about this. Do you know we're starving? Yeah. I'm getting verklempt. I get emotional because these are things that I think about and I try not to. Because we have children. We're starving. You know, there's a lot of scriptures that say the famine. We're already in a famine. Thank you, Rija. We're in a famine. Thank you, sis. I love you. We're in a famine. You know why we're in a famine? It's called processed foods. There's no nutrition in it. There's no electricity. The energy, the calories are empty. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know how they say you can burn a calorie sleeping because calories are life. That's just the calor means heat. Calorie means, you know, just the energy, the heat that you're living. That means life. Like, oh, is it cold? Oh, they're warm. Yeah, they're alive. Not sure, but isn't chlorophyll really to plants as melanin is to us? You know what? That's a great question. That's another stream. I don't want to get on that, but that's a good question. I'll look into that because melanin is awesome. I wouldn't say, I don't know. I don't want to say yes or no. I wouldn't say yes or no. But let's get back to this, to the famine and starvation. You know, listen, you know what the worst thing we think, there's something called, look, I'm saying these things, write them down, please, or type it into your phone, send it to yourself. Codex Alimentarius. Don't try to find it on YouTube. They have they've bogged us down with a bunch of BS that doesn't work. You have to go back to the beginning, before Codex Alimentarius, like 1999 or 2002, 2001. Codex Alimentarius. It is the playbook of death. It's a playbook of how they started setting the constructs to kill us with our food. Yes. Monsanto is so in love with Codex Alimentarius. And Monsanto, if you know who Monsanto is, if you don't, write that down too. Monsanto, Monsanto. I don't want to get into Monsanto. Monsanto, no one's getting Satan. Monsanto. Let's talk about Codex Alimentarius. And let's talk about the starvation of people. Codex Alimentarius started, they said, oh, we must look through all the food internationally. We need to set standards for food. We will tell the people what they can eat and what they cannot eat, what they can grow and eat. Okay? They say, oh, did you say you eat jackfruit? Oh, no. You can't eat jackfruit. It'll kill you. We have to put it on the list that it cannot be imported and exported unless very strictly monitored. Okay. Codex Alimentarius. Did you say you eat bitter almond? Oh, no. That is poison. We must put that on the list. And internationally, we will make sure you don't get any of them. But really, these are things that save your life. Jackfruit, bitter almond, the list goes on and on and on. When you were little, you could get access to it, but not anymore. So we're in a famine. We're starving. And then let's just get on a basic level to relate. Like I said, I want to relate to everybody. When you go in the store and you see, y'all, hear me out. When you look at the shelf and it says light, reduced calorie, say to yourself, they're trying to kill me. They want me to die. Don't listen to the lies when they say, this is better for you because it'll keep you. No. Studies show that reduced fat, diet food, light food increases, it makes people fatter. Don't bother me on that right now, but keep this on. This is stream. I'll stand by that. Diet soda makes people fatter than that poisonous sugar soda. It's all trash. Sorry, YouTube. I ain't never gonna get no sponsors. I'm just kidding. But no, but it is. Oreos today. Oh, let me get the 100 calorie Oreos. No, it's not gonna make you lose weight. You're just gonna be eating. You might as well go buy a box of Kleenex and pour some sugar on it or liquid sugar and eat the Kleenex. You just eat the regular food. Eat it. At least you're eating something. But processed foods are killing us. God. Oh, our bodies are wonderfully made. I'm getting emotional because we have so much against us. But if you understand, people think, well, I was trying to fight cancer. I was a vegetarian. And then I turned to a vegan. And I'm not making fun. I'm doing that voice, but I'm saying this is what it sounds like. And I did everything right. But did your spirit align with your what was going on with you? I am holistic. I want us all to be holistic. It's not pseudo. It's not pseudo. Let me talk about the vaccine and then I'll close out because I know you. I love y'all. You've been with me a long time and I appreciate it. But let's talk about the vaccine. I need interaction on this one. Why do vaccines work? How do they work? And I want you to, in this context, do vaccines work in dead animals? I need an answer. I'm not budging. I can be very obstinate. I'm a woman. Come on. A Black woman. And they want to say, oh, Black woman, hard-headed. No, we know how to stand our ground. And I'm going to wait till somebody tells me. Do vaccines work in dead animals? I just need somebody, y'all, somebody. Nobody? Damn. Nobody's going to answer that for me, right? Okay. Let me refresh. Let me see if you guys are saying something to me on YouTube. Maybe I'm just, somebody said something. Rejah, thank you, sis. Yes. No, they don't. Thank you. Somebody give me a super chat. Aw. Thank you, EJ Boxing Live. You my brother. Thanks, Sister Napah. Lovely. Your message on eating healthy. Thank you, brother. So you're right, sis, Rejah. Vaccines don't work in dead animals or dead beings. Why? I thought they were super. I thought they could save. Do vaccines clean out? I'm asked this. Yes, exactly, EJ. No, exactly. Yes, right, sis. Right, Mrs. Graham. No. Let me ask you, Rock Karma, now you know. Now you know. You heard the family. We're all teaching each other. So let me ask you, she wouldn't say much more than that on our live, which incidentally got hacked and deleted. I don't know what you're talking about. Let me ask you this. Do vaccines clean out Do they destroy? And I'm talking about when they first come in. I'm not talking about, well, the body, when the body. No, I ask, do vaccines come in the body? And do they clean out illnesses? Do they? Excuse me. Do they know? Do they? I'm going to go with the interaction here. Do vaccines clean out the body? Do they wipe out? Do they come right in? Don't worry about it. Napah's immune system, we got this. We're going to do a sweep of all this disease. No. Okay, well, that's your brother. Don't sidetrack me. You're on a different level. No, they don't. They don't do that. Yes, sis, they do cause chaos. But let's just talk about what people who are pro-vaccine say. I'm going to take it step by step. They don't work in the dead, so they can't get rid of any type of virus or bacteria or infection in the dead. They can't. They cannot just go in and work without helping the body. They don't come in and just start killing like an antibiotic would. I have my suspicions about viruses. Oh, you feisty little things, you. I love viruses. I love them because viruses, when you're in order, they clean. They work for a reason. But I digress. I'm disappointed in you. You keep getting worse and worse. You're a false prophet and a phony. And our Father will hold you accountable for your lies you teach. Wow. Bo, what am I lying about? If you're going to start talking about the Bible, I'm going to hold you to it. See how it works, folks? I'm going to hold you to it. I'm going to use that superpower on you. The scriptures say, prove all things, Bo. Your turn soon. Give me 1 second, family. I want you guys to see something. So, Bo, hit the link. If I'm a false prophet, because the scriptures say prove all things. You're so disappointed and you said the Most High. Hit the link and then I want you to show me what I said that is false and phony. And you don't get to speak for the Father. I did invite him. Hit the link. I'm not bringing you on to be nasty and yell, and I'm not bringing you on for that. But I want people to see who you really are. This stream touched my soul tonight. One love, all praises to the almighty power. Kemetic Hebrew, this is your journey. I mean, a false prophet. First off, what did I lie about? I'm waiting, but I want you guys to see, he won't hit the link. He won't hit the link. Yeah, he's not. There's a scripture that says, the wicked flee when none pursueth. He likes to hit and then hide his hands. All right, well, you got to be in order. You're not in order. See, for me and everyone else, y'all let's stay on code here. We're on black code. When somebody says you're lying, and I know this is a woman thing too, especially women, we know exactly what to say you're lying about. Check. You just sat here with your big old barrel fat belly. I don't know if you have a fat belly. You might be skinny. But I imagine you have this belly full of constipation and anger, and you reading the Bible trying to find it. I know the Lord's going to be with me. I know the Lord knows me. And I'm making fun of you now. What did I say? All you got to do, shoot, I know my sisters know, and my brothers that love women. You sit down with your woman, she'll tell you details. Details. Well, remember when you said that you weren't ever going to wear a turtleneck? And then I didn't want to say anything. When we went to go see, it was, what was that movie? Jurassic Park. No. It was Jurassic Park 3, not 2. And you were sitting in there and you had that turtleneck. And you said it wasn't a turtleneck because it was only this much turtleneck, not this much. And you said, well, this is a mock turtleneck. And we know the details on the lie. So and that spirit, that's not feminine first off, it is feminine. It is feminine. But men have feminine and masculine. It has to be balanced. They have to be more masculine. Women have feminine and masculine. And that part, we are supercharged up on the details. So you should be able, because you're emotional, and that's not wrong. Oh, here he is. Now, before you come on, if you start screaming and being disrespectful, I will not let that happen. Go ahead, I'll let you speak. On the lie. So your spirit. You can turn your volume down. First off, it is feminine. It is feminine. But men have feminine and masculine. Okay, let's see.
Hello?
Yes.
Yo, can you hear me?
Of course we can.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to use this thing. Hold on.
That's okay, Reja. Because we're gonna find out what's going on here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay. Paul, let me tell you something, right?
But wait. Hold on. Tell us who you are.
This is Bo.
Are you a Hebrew Israelite?
What is a Hebrew Israelite?
Where's your camera?
Show me. Hold on.
All I see is darkness. All I see is darkness. Turn on your camera.
I could go back. I could go out and come back in. I don't know what's wrong with the camera.
Yeah, turn on your camera. Come back in.
I'm not sure how to do it. All right.
What? Yeah, show your face, brother. Go out and come back in. He's back, I think. Where's your camera?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you, but we don't see you.
I don't know how this thing works, tell you the truth.
Oh, really? Why not? It's simple. My 11-year-old works it when she does school. Well, you can't turn on your camera.
I hit the cam. Let me see. Cam, mic. Let me see. Hold on.
I know, right? This ain't the network. Yes, we will. We will, sis. Reja, we will. And guess what? I'll be doing a lot in my family. I don't know what your family does. But we will. Yeah, you just click camera. It says stop cam, and you can start cam. See, I'm going to stop cam.
Can you hear me? Can you see me?
No, we can't see you at all.
Can you hear me? You can hear me and not see me?
I hear you, but we can't see you, brother.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate Cam is not doing anything.
Why?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to work. I never did this shit before. Pardon my
Oh,
language.
well, you're hitting the mic and it's working.
I didn't hit anything. I just clicked the link, but I
Why
pressed
don't you go in
cam, and mic.
somewhere where there's light?
What you mean somewhere where there's light? I'm in a room where there's light. I'm
Well,
not in a dark
this
room.
10 million people use StreamYard and they hit cam and it works.
Okay, that's irrelevant.
No,
Let me
no,
tell you what's
actually, it's
relevant.
not irrelevant.
Why?
You turn on because you want to come in here and say somebody's lying. You want to hide your face. I could grab a scripture for you on people who hide their eyes.
Let me hear that.
Hold
Let me hear
on.
scripture on people who hide their eyes. Oh my God.
I will, clown. Hold on. 1 second, y'all. This nigga doesn't know who he's dealing with. See, this is me, all balanced. These niggas have me messed up. They thought I was just a hippie. He's about to get really, hold on. Clown. Hold on, y'all. Ready? He doesn't know the scriptures. He's just a nigga. Proverbs 28:27. Let me get it on this clown. Can't even turn on his camera, coward. Here it is. Let me put it in the comments. That's Proverbs 28, verse 27. Watch him drop off. This is what I needed the other night, my sisters, on 28, verse 27. See, I can be fair. Okay, let's get him and see. Let me read this to him. Oh, he dropped off, of course. Proverbs 28, verse 27 says, he that giveth unto the poor shall not lack, but he that hideth his eyes shall have many a curse. Now, some say, you see a Negro who thinks, well, that's money and food. No, you came up here to give unto the poor. You said that I'm a liar. You said that I'm a phony, that I'm not giving, that I'm not feeding the people. Don't the scriptures say in exegesis that Yahushua fed the flock? He that giveth unto the poor shall not lack. Me. All praises to the Almighty and my family. It's not just about me. I'm not praising myself. But he that giveth unto the poor shall not lack. But he that hideth his eyes shall have many a curse. Where are you at? Go back home, you scaredy cat. Old scaredy old hiding ass man. Now, I did call you a clown because that's what you were. Because you called me a liar and a phony. You still didn't show me what I lied on. If you come in here and try to act brolic, I'm gonna mute you. If you want to talk, show your face and address that scripture. Because you tried to laugh and say, oh, show me. You thought I was one of those chicken heads. You thought I was one of those silly women led into diverse places. You thought I was one of the Hebrew Hope Patrol. No, I'm not a pick-mika. I'm a daughter of the Almighty Power. Tell us about that scripture.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can still hear you, but we can't see you.
All right. I don't know. My camera doesn't work on this shit. I don't know. But listen to this,
your
right?
camera doesn't work on your phone?
I don't know. It's the front camera that's not working. I'm not sure what's
Really?
wrong.
Well, you can actually use your
Yeah,
back
really.
camera. You can use your back camera and turn your phone like this and set it somewhere. So we'll wait.
Well, I don't see it. Hold on. Let me see. Cam.
Yeah. Okay. We'll wait. See, y'all, that's why I wanted to come up here. Nobody, what was I lying about? Like, I get it if you don't agree with me. This Negro, please, y'all. Yahweh, bless the Almighty. Bless the name. Bless the power. When you're aligned, it's just like, you know, I didn't say, you must say. He's the one who says, believe what I believe. No. I didn't tell anybody to believe what I believe. How am I a phony? Mr. I can't even turn on my camera. Right.
Hello? Yo. Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right. That's it.
How
My
did you
camera's
take
not
that
working.
picture? How did you take that picture, dude?
I just pressed the cam button. That's how. The cam button put my
When?
just
When?
now. Look, cam, look, watch
Oh,
this. Look. Watch. Just watch. Look. That's me right there. You see that? That's my camera.
let me mute this nigga right now. This mother. Oh Lord. This is what happened, Mrs. Graham and everybody. This is what happened with that sister on Sonetter's panel. I was gonna do that stream on my channel. See how I could just mute him out because I could tell he's gonna start talking over me. This nigga, yes, I said nigga, because this nigga is trying to pretend that he took a picture. His camera worked when he took a picture, but now it doesn't work when he's supposed to show his face. Who's peace, Jeremiah Barrios, brother?
Can you hear me? Yo, can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, where's your turn on your camera?
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen closely.
Turn on your camera.
Can you hear me?
Turn on
Why
your
you keep
camera.
muting?
Because I can.
Why you keep muting me?
Because I'm about to kick you out. Turn on your camera.
You phony.
Turn on your
You
camera,
looking?
girlfriend. Bye. Yay! I feel so good doing that to him. And then he came back in. Bye. Bye-bye. Like, this is the point. He couldn't address the scripture, address it in the chat. You don't have a camera to turn on, but I'm a phony. Okay. You said you just took that picture right now with your camera, but when it's time to go in live, your camera that you just took a picture with doesn't work? Sorry. Where were we, my loves, my friends? You scared to talk to me? Oh, actually, I'm not scared to talk to you. You're about to get blocked. Say one more stupid thing, brother. And I do not know how to unblock people. Where were we, y'all? We just listen. Thanks, Afro Asiatic. We love the brother, but he's a loony, boony, cartoony. Look at he's lying. He said, I didn't just take the picture. Family, this is a recording. He said he just took the picture. He said it to us. That's what I put him. I knew he was going to say that. That's why I set him up. He said, I just took the picture. Don't you see it? Bye, bro. Go get some sleep, brother. You know, you'll be okay. Peace, Fahim. Divine. You didn't say that, though. Now I'm an airhead. Okay, I'm an airhead, but you don't know how to turn your camera on StreamYard. I'm not saying anything. All right. Okay. Okay, brother, you let that out. Let it out. Let it go. Let it go. I am one with the StreamYard camera. Let it go. Let it go. You don't know how to work your phone. Anyway, where was I? We were on a good vibe. We're still in a good vibe. I'm not scared to talk to you. I have standards. See, also, not only do I protect my soul child, there are certain people that come up here and they don't turn in the cameras because I feel, there was a sister, she said she wouldn't turn the camera. Some brothers came on and asked some questions. I said, okay, brother, leave your camera off. But you, Mr. I'm about to tell you how phony you are. You're going to turn on your camera. And guess who else told me this? Shout out to Sonetter the King. He told me, baby, make them turn on their cameras. And I say, sometimes I don't want to make them. Like the sister that came on, she was a sweetheart. I don't want to make her turn on her camera. But you, back to vaccinations, exactly. So vaccinations don't heal us. I know, right? Comedic. I'm scared of you. Okay, brother. I didn't block you. You don't have to go to your 9,000th channel. You're still in there as Bo. I know it's Bo. Bo knows cameras. Okay. Where was I? Oh, what I was saying is, sis, and everybody, the way a vaccination works is it gets into your body, and guess what happens? Your body, you already said that, brother. Brother, I won't block you, but you need to take it down a notch. You're hurt. It's not my fault. Oh, it ain't my fault. Did you do that? It ain't my fault. You don't know how to turn in your camera, bro. Like, Google it, friend. Just Google it. I mean, God, like, Google it. All right, so where was I? Vaccines trigger your body. I know, right, Mrs. Gray? I love it. You got to do a sister sit down with me. You look so cute, too. What are you, 15? You're very cute, very young. Anyway, sissy, yeah, I know, right? Where was I? I know you're not 15, sis. I just said you look young. So, vaccines trigger your body, in layman terms, to produce antibodies. So, really, it's your body that we need to focus on. It's your body, right? It's your body, my body, your body, your body. It's getting late, so I'm sorry. It's called Slap Happy, and it's really scientific. When you're up late and you're like you start to act a little goofy when you're tired. But anyway, yeah. So my point was, stop, not y'all in the chat, but people who say, vaccine, get the vaccine, get the vaccine. Vaccines trigger your immune system to produce. I know you're not 15. You look very, very pretty, very beautiful, and very sweet. You look like you can gaze upon the future. You look like you could be on That's So Raven. Y'all, that's my time when I was, That's So Raven. You remember That's So Raven? Who remembers that? Nobody? But you know what, though? A lot of those shows, people weren't even teenagers. They were like older and just playing teenagers. You need to do a sister sit down, Mrs. Graham. And see, like with my sisters, who, if you wanted to come on, I even told Benita, if they don't want to turn on their cameras, I said, it's okay. You don't have to. Because I know how men are. And sometimes you just want to be private. But I won't have another man come on my panel unless, it's a situation like Obsidian, that's his thing. He doesn't turn on his camera. But no man is coming on my panel trying to tell me off and leave his camera off like he's a little sweet little damsel in distress. Oh, really? Am I telling my age? I know, right? So here we go. Let's look at this. Brother, I'm sorry to do this to you, brother. We got to use you for entertainment purposes. People are like, oh, I thought you were a hippie. I'm a Black woman, and I'm balanced, and I enjoy some smoke, and I definitely enjoy some jokes. But I don't like people just coming from, like, I wasn't gonna let him be on here. Let me tell you something. Blah, blah. No. I'm disappointed in you. Oh my God. The hell? You got me messed up all the way. Oh, Lord, have mercy. No. No, boo. Y'all, I'm not going to say, because I am, unlike some people, you check my track record. I don't mess with people. I mind my business, and everybody's always saying something about me. So no, my friend. What's the pine salt lady? That's the power of pine salt, baby. No. I'm disappointed in you. You keep getting worse and worse. You're a false prophet and a false. He already said that. Is that you? Did you? One of these kids is. Y'all don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let me just stop. No, bro. Mm-mm. I can't. Come on now, bro. Come on now. No, brother. And I'm telling you, you gotta go. Y'all, it's getting crazy in here. I'm kind of nervous because all the creatures are coming at me. I'm gonna make a song about it. It goes a little something like this. Freaks come out at night. The freaks come out. The freaks come out. Oh, rest in power. Hey, I got a story about that brother. I forgot his name. The one who just died in Houdini. I actually met that brother. He was doing like a reunion concert, and I was still a teenager. I was 14 years old modeling. Yahweh, strike me dead if I'm lying on this man. And he's in the spirit realm. I was 14. Listen, the one that wore the Zorro hat, he came to me, and I know I looked 14. And he was like, so, you know, I want to take you afterwards. You know, you're going to come with me. And I was like, this is my dad or something. That man, and I'm not trying to sully the name of them, because he's in the spirit realm now. He's perfect. But that man was real, and his breath stunk so bad. Bless the name of Yahweh that he's not in that body anymore. Yeah, that man knew he had to know I was 14. He had to know. He had to know I was underage. Yeah, I said it. And the Most High, take me away from this realm and kill me if I'm lying. That man, if we're talking about the man from Houdini, with the hat, he didn't touch me, didn't do anything sexual, but he said, you know, hey, what's up? You know, I like you. I want you to come with me afterwards when this is all over. And I was sitting there, and my chaperone was there. So yeah, that really happened. But I'm glad he's resting in power. May the brother be in a safe space right now. Anyway, yes, sis, I know, right? But I was like, the freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out. The freaks come out. Freaks come out at night. Remember, I love my favorite part of that song? He was awesome, though. He's like, hut one, hut two, hut. Anyway, I'm laughing because I'm fasting is life. How are you doing? Anyway, anything else? We were talking about the vaccines. I was closing out about the vibration in the body. We'll talk more. Thank you so much for being here with me, family. I love you. No, I'm not Liddy, Don Yehuda. I'm not Liddy. This is me. People who know me, this is me. I don't need anything to have fun. In fact, any drugs or alcohol make me mellow. They make me like sleeping. I'm just fun. So I'm going to have to I don't know what Liddy means, but it's not me. I know what Liddy means. I'm just playing. Anything else, my family? Anything else, friends? That was a good stream about the sound. Let's take it back. Let me wrap it up. Sound is everything. Sound is vibration. Sound is life. I don't know what this guy's saying I lied about. I want to talk about the vaccines. Oh, well, go ahead. What do you think about the vaccines? You can just type what you want to type. YouTube will flag you for promoting against vaccines. YouTube knows. They know. Now, will they let me get some money off the stream? Hell no. But they can't flag me. But thank you for caring. That's what's up, sis. Keep that energy. Laughter actually. Oh, I'm glad you said that. Listen to me carefully. Those who say that it's pseudo, I'm ready to add something to your arsenal. Laughter will heal you. It will heal you from illness. You've got those oxytocins going. You've got the oh God, dopamine. Whew. You've got that all going for you. That'll heal your body. Okay, I'm closing the stream. All right, peace and black power. I love you guys. Peace to my sisters, Reja, Mrs. Graham, brothers, EJ Boxing, Wisdom Seeker, Fasting is Life, Comedic Hebrew, as a keyway, I'll forward to Don Yehuda. Who else? SG Fire 1 said, if you want to travel in the near future by plane, cruise ship, or drive across a border, you will need your vaccination papers in order. Yeah, that's what they say, brother. But guess what? There's something called the Underground Railroad. And we went a lot of places and we didn't need no damn papers. But I hear you, my brother. I hear you. A119, thank you for tuning in. And who else? Super Woke. My brothers and sisters who were in here before but went to sleep. Letitia, Max Bird, H. Millette, Peace Muhammad, Rakarma. I like to go through Fahim Divine, Afro-Asiatic. There's my sister, Mrs. Graham again. That ain't that network. Jeremiah Barrios, Foggy 66, Wisdom Seeker University. Who else? Well, that's all I see. Much love to the family. Peace and black power. All praise to the almighty power, the all, who I call Yahweh, and much respect, honor, and glory to the real Messiah, Yahushai. All right, family. I love you. Thank you for staying with me. We'll do this again. All right, we will do this again. Peace.